me about this. I mean, you're too young to be a Doctor Who fan, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we didn't watch it as a family.
No.
It's like one of those songs that you hear at wedding receptions for me. You don't know how you know the words, but you do, and you sing along. And there's certain things I remember about the show, the music, this crazy, eccentric guy running around with a dodgy scarf. I mean, it's those little things that kind of stuck in my memory, but, you know, I never watched an entire episode.
So you had no preconceived notions then about what his assistant should be?
No, not really. And when I came to shoot our version of Doctor Who, I kind of made a conscious effort not to go back and check things out, because the problem is when you're stepping into somebody else's shoes, you know, there's always that urge to look at what they've done and go, maybe I should just do it like that. You know, they seem to get it right.
But this is very different. I mean, this is now up to date.
Oh, yeah.
It's here and now.
It's contemporary.
So she's what they call sort of a ballsy lady now.
She is. She's gutsy.
Yeah.
She is. She's ballsy, and she goes with her instinct. She hardly ever applies logic, and she's just a great girl.
And now,
Perfect, I know.
Sounds like a perfect Essex girl to me.
Yeah.
and now is she with the aliens?
She's actually quite good in confrontation, because she'd rather kind of talk her way out of it as opposed to pulling any kind of crazy kickboxing stunts. She's not too hot on those.
Yeah. Interesting there, we saw in that clip we saw you holding hands with the Doctor. Now, you know, this won't do. I mean, there's a kind of a frisson there.
Right. Yeah.
And does it develop through the show?
It's just a suggestion. Obviously, you're going to have to watch to see where it goes. But I think when they first set eyes on one another, they fall in love with each other. And he shows her things that she's never seen before. She lives this very ordinary life. She gets up, she goes to work, she comes home. There's nobody really in her life that's challenging her ideas or broadening her horizons. And then suddenly, this 900-year-old bloke rocks up in a blue box, and he's like, "Come with us," and she's like, "Yeah," and she takes off. And she's quite ruthless. I mean, she just, you know, ditches life as she knows it, and hops in the old TARDIS.
Well, it's not the first time you've run away with a man older than you.
No, that's true, actually. I kind of got myself in that one, didn't I?
No. I was leading there in any event. No, because while you're making this, of course, your marriage fell apart, didn't it, Chris Evans?
Yeah.
Did the fact that you were working so hard, and he was doing other things, did that have anything to do with it?
I don't know. It was hard because I was spending, you know, 11-day fortnights in Cardiff. That was our shooting schedule for, you know, the good part of almost a year. He was, you know, back at home doing his own thing, and it was tough at times. I think it would have happened in the end anyway. I mean, we got to reach the point where we both wanted different things.
In what sense?
In the sense that I really wanted to pursue an acting career, and I feel I am ambitious, and I really want to go for it. And when we first met, we were inseparable, you know, and we spent every day together. I mean, we went on a honeymoon for about 2 years, you know. We just had the greatest time. And then suddenly to not see somebody every day, it was just quite sad, and this is something I wanted to do, and he didn't want to be the person that said, "Babe, please, I don't want you to do it." You know, he doesn't want to hold me back. But, you know, fortunately, we're still really, really good friends, because it's weird, because there's no bad feelings at all.
Are you sure?
Yeah, amicable. It's just like, I mean, it's sad. You know, it is sad. But it's really odd. I mean, we still get on so well.
But you must have regrets about it.
About what?
About marrying him.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Meeting Chris was one of the greatest things, if not the greatest things that ever happened to me. And he's an incredible man, and if anybody ever got the chance to meet him, they should, because he's so beautiful.
You proposed to him, didn't you?
Yeah.
Tell us the...
Oh, God, I don't know. We were in Paris, and it was his birthday. I took him there. And his birthday is April Fool's, so we kind of got in this car and took off. And we were having dinner, and I don't know, I just got the urge to go, why don't we just get married, you know? And he was like, yeah, I'm really up for it. And then we didn't do it that time.
Might as well.
Yeah, why not? We didn't do it that time. But then when we actually, you know, went to tie the knot, we woke up one day in the UK, and we were just like, let's just go to the sun. So we took off, went to LA, but there was no sun because it was like the June gloom, that's what they call it.
Yes.
And so we just decided to hire a Mustang and drive to Las Vegas and get married. And that's how it happened in the end.
We're talking about these girls who operate at the top end of the market. They've got a very they're very aware of their body image. They're not ashamed of it. They're quite the opposite.
They're body confident.
That's right, the body. What about yourself? I mean, that again, it would seem to me would surely be a problem you'd have to overcome in this, particularly having read your autobiography, which came last year. Which you talked about your anorexia, and one would imagine that would have made it even more difficult, maybe, to do what you had to do.
Yeah, I suppose so, although it's, you know, I'm quite over that now.
Yes.
I mean, it's never completely gone. It's always kind of standing in the shadows waiting to emerge. But it's, but I felt quite cool about the whole thing. Surprisingly, I didn't think I'd react in that way. But, you know, obviously when you take on a job playing a high-class hooker, there will be a certain level of nudity required. So you sort of deal with that in the early days, you know.
Yes, yes.
And then you get quite used to it, and then you're like, woo, look at me, I'm naked. It wasn't quite like that, that's an exaggeration.
Going back to that anorexic story of yours, I mean, that was when you were in the pop industry, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And why was it? Why are you able to rationally... You say you're through it now, so you've thought about it quite obviously. Why did it happen? What's the process?
Well, I think it's... I can only really put it down to a control issue when you feel like your life is spiralling out of control and you're just clutching at straws, basically. And every single day was mapped out for me. And so I think that's what started it, was me going, right, well, you can't control what I put in my body, so... haha, I'm not going to put anything in my body, and that's my, you know, that's for me. It's one thing for me. And I think that's how it started, you know,
but
when you trace it back.
Why pick on your body to take it out of, in a sense?
I don't know.
It's a strange process,
it is
isn't
a strange process. It's a strange kind of addiction. It's one that, it's very hard for people to understand.
What did you do to stop yourself? Because you must have felt hungry. I mean, you do feel hungry, obviously. You do. I mean,
starving. Famished.
What do you do to actually stop yourself feeling hungry?
I don't know. It's a willpower thing. It's amazing what your brain can tell your body to do. And that's, you know, your brain becomes so strong. And that's, you know, I would drink Diet Cokes endlessly and smoke loads of cigarettes. And that was my steady diet for... quite a while, actually.
Do you dream about eating?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I still dream about eating now, even though I feast like hell. I do dream about food a lot, but I was, you know, I'd wake up like that, chewing. It's strange.
And what about the people around you, your parents, because you were a very young person at this time? Did you disguise it from them? Were you clever at doing that?
Yeah, I didn't really see my parents a lot when I was singing because I was always off and around the world, and so... Again, they couldn't witness what was happening to me, so... Was
there a moment that... Well, obviously, there was a moment. What was the moment when you took a look at yourself and thought, I can't go on with this anymore?
Well, those moments happen quite a lot, but I think so, yeah. It takes a while to completely let go, and I think I mean, for me, it was about meeting someone that made me feel really great about life. And
that was Chris.
That was Chris.
Chris
and
Evans. Yeah.
And that... those things didn't really matter and they didn't need to happen, and that you should just be really happy and grateful.
Do you constantly fight it, though? Do you fight the return of it, or do you think that it will never happen again?
No, I don't think it will never happen again. I'm quite aware of the fact that it is a constant battle, like any addiction, you know. Right. And it's tricky because, you know, you have to eat to survive, and you're always... surrounded by food, and also it's emotional food. You know, you could have a sweet if you ate your dinner. It's all of those kind. It's conditioning, so it's always around. But I try not to let it hijack my life anymore.
That's a good phrase, hijack your life, because that's exactly what any addiction does, isn't it? It takes it out of your control. But I mean, it's amazing to think as I look at you now. You're 25. That's all you are.
Yeah.
You know, what did that period of your life, the experience of the pop industry, what do you take from that? What did that give you?
Well, it's handy now because I think I don't do this to be famous. Do you know what I mean? In fact, I will try and... I mean, that's quite rubbish to say, sitting here going, you know, publicising my
My latest
drama. But, you know, it just makes me think, you know, people say, would you like to go to America and do work out there? And if I was ever fortunate enough to go out there and be offered work, I don't know that I could do it because I like going to America and nobody knows me out there. And, you know, that's what I've learned from the singing days.
Right.
I just don't like that
it changed your
part
life.
of what we do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it makes me
Yeah.
anxious
Yes.
and
Yes.
twitchy and neurotic. And, yeah, it just sends me playing crazy.